We are ready for a 4-team scramble match here. The winners will get a title shot against the Prophecy on December 28th. Looks like we've got the Hit Squad, Spanish Announce Team, Jay Briscoe in red, and Special K.
Hey, a lot of respect there, a lot of training buddies there, a lot of people who ride the roads together. You got the SAT, Jay Briscoe, the Amazing Red, the Hit Squad, all shaking hands, following the code of honor. And there, of course, you got those disrespectful kids, spoiled rich brats. Special K, Joey, Deranged, Angel Dust, and Dixie. They got no respect for nothing. It's not like the Prophecy. Prophecy at least is trying to prove something by not shaking hands. They got a mission, but these kids, they just got no respect for anything.
They just don't think it's cool. Okay, cuff me, ref. Has he been in that position before?
No, he hasn't. This kid, he grew up in the suburbs. These are a bunch of rich kids living off their parents, driving their cars, spending their money, going to raves, doing whatever drugs is available to them. I mean, we saw that earlier on this videotape.
So you don't think they have a lot of street cred? Is that what you're saying, Chris?
No, these kids would be nowhere without their parents' money. But right now we got Jay Briscoe against Jose Maximo.
So we're seeing Jay Briscoe in red as a team after they teamed up at Scramble Madness in that Dream Partner match. And I think Jay Briscoe in red turned out to be a good team.
That's definitely a very solid team, and they could take this right here and go on and face Chris Daniels and Donovan Morgan. And after the history with Chris Daniels in red against the Prophecy, I bet there's nothing more they'd love to see than that. You got the Hit Squad, long overdue for a title shot. They could earn it right here. The SAT, they took Daniels and Morgan to the limit in the first round of Unscripted at that tag title tournament, and they could easily win that. And Special K, well, you know, whatever.
Right.
So, like, right now, you got really 3 great teams that can really contend to the titles. You got Special K, who's just there messing around, and you got Tag Team Scramble Rules and ROH Original, one of the most exciting matches going today. And basically, what are the rules, Jeff?
If you don't have to tag in the ring. If the ring clears out, somebody else can hop right back in. It's just a scramble. People can run in and out of the ring at will.
You got it. And the other key element, one fall. There's only one fall, so that means people are going to be making the save for people on other teams. People are going to be doing whatever they can to get that one fall, and that's what really gets that fast-paced action going. You know, you can say what you want. Oh, wow, these don't have psychology about working the arm and all that kind of garbage, but these are some of the most creative, innovative matches going right now, and that's why we have them, because you have these young, exciting, high-flying, daredevil athletes, and why not give them this stage to really, really show how innovative and creative they can be, and that's what these scramble matches allow, and that's why you get some of the most exciting action going today.
Hurricane Rana by Jay Briscoe, and it's a different style, and now this is the first time we've had a scramble match in which a title shot is on the line.
Yes, we do have something on the line here.
Takes him over nicely with a version of Hurricane Rana is Jose Maximo, who's been trading some great holds back and forth with Jay Briscoe. And Briscoe.
And they got a submission hold right there. Look at that.
And now into a victory roll. 2 count there by Jose. Very nice.
And what I'm wondering is, after that absolutely insane scramble match we saw at Scramble Madness, the last show, November 16th, coming to you from Wakefield, after that, after all those incredible things they pulled off in that match, what could they possibly do in this one?
We saw some incredible stuff. Everybody flying off the top rope. Everybody jumping to the outside at the same time.
And there you see that respect. Sorry to cut you off, Jeff. But as I mentioned, you know, between these 6, besides Special K, you have a lot of respect going on. A lot of history between them. A lot of, you know, they're training buddies. They might have known each other for a long time, but once that bell rings, it's all competitiveness in the ring. That's what it's about here in Ring of Honor. And look at, what is this guy on? What is Dixie on?
Dixie, on the outside, obviously has been taking much too much pain medication for that injury.
And I want to know, what is Joey? The guy's like 25 years old. What's he doing hanging out with an 18-year-old? You know, what kind of older guy like that, like 25 or so, is running around with a bunch of kids trying to recapture his youth or hang on to it or whatever it's Joey's trying to do? I mean, he had Alexis Lurie, he had Christian York, he had a good little group there, and he just left them to get into whatever Special K's into.
That's right. He's trying to hang with the cool kids, with the MTV crowd, even though he may be right on the precipice of VH1. Shoulder block, and down goes Joey. And this is
Monster
Mac in there.
The big guy.
Swing and miss. Joey with an elbow to the back. And Joey actually does bring some much-needed experience to the Special K team.
Well, he's not acting like a veteran, I'll tell you that much. I mean, this guy, he might have been just about everywhere, WWE, WCW, ECW, everywhere there is, but he certainly does not bring that leadership to the locker room. He is not acting that way. He's becoming just as disrespectful as all these spoiled rich kids that make up Special K.
Big splash and nobody home, and Joey pretty proud of himself. And look at this dancing. I don't think you see that on MTV. Usually they have a lot more rhythm.
But Monster Mac, he wasn't taking any of that. And look, Joey is out of there.
Scrambling right out of the ring. Doesn't even need a tag, and here comes Deranged.
Deranged, he made his debut at Scramble Madness, and he looked, I'll give him something, he looked really impressive in that match.
Yes, he did. He really made a good little name for himself.
And there you see Mafia.
See, this is my home. Welcome.
You're dealing with people like Mafia and Monster Mac, people from the tough streets of Brooklyn, people who weren't given anything in life, and he's face to face with this kid who's been given just about everything and thrown it away. And
No
look,
respect there.
Mafia saying,
not shaking his hand.
Look at how Mafia saying, you better shake my hand.
Go ahead and shake it, Deranged.
I think Deranged better shake it if he knows it's good for him. Oh,
that was a big mistake.
And now Mafia had ripped his shirt.
Here we
to
go.
get respect. And
Look at that. Look at the physique.
Jesus.
Oh. Anyone for ribs? Forcing a handshake out of him and taking him down from behind. Mafia trying to beat some respect into Deranged.
Deranged is moving out of the way, showing that quickness.
And catches him with an enziguri.
Didn't quite get it the whole way, and Mafia's back up. Once again, Mafia kind of just shaking those off and brushing them off. And now he's giving the finger to Deranged. If I'm Deranged, I'm hitting the floor right now. And uh-oh.
Takes him over, but Deranged landed on his feet after that Chimera suplex. Right into a brick wall with Deranged. Well, you got to give him a little bit of credit for bravery, or it may possibly be stupidity.
Or it just might be he's got bad judgment because he knows what kind of chemicals he's got in him right now.
That's right. We need a tox screen on him stat. And he gets tripped up by Joey, his own partner, dragging him out of the ring for his own good.
Yeah, he says that's enough. Get out of there. I guess some of that experience showing through. So you see Angel Dust there. And now Joel coming into the ring. Joel, he says, hey, let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Pay some attention here.
You got Joel and Mafia, two of the most powerful men in this match right now. And this is a standoff. And now let's see. Yup, we're going to see respect between these two.
This is a good matchup, just these two against each other. A couple of powerhouses, like you mentioned.
Oh, hold on. Red wants in. The amazing Red wants in.
Red, a longtime teammate of Jose and Joel with the Spanish announce team, and now we see the battle of the SATs. Remember, title shots on the line. One of these teams is going to face the Prophecy for the belt.
Yep, don't forget the amazing Red. He's had many battles with the Maximals right here in Ring of Honor. In fact, he's been pinned by both of them here, and he never got those pins back. That'll happen in the early going of Ring of Honor. And right now, this will be a great time for him to get one of those pins back against one of his brothers.
And the tie-up right now is Joel working on Red with the headlock. Red shoots him in, swing and a miss. And back and forth they go as we get a leapfrog.
So you see one of the new Red and SAT shirts worn by Red. They're all in the same shirt. That's how close they are to each other.
They are a team in there, even when they're not on the same side.
Yeah, but like I said before, once the bell rings, it's all about competitiveness. All that friendship is put aside. All that history is put aside. It's all about who wins.
Over and out on the victory roll, but no, Red was able to hang on barely. Floating in. Joel trying to powerbomb him in, but a satellite head scissors by the amazing Red. Getting up ahead of steam now. Joel catches him. Red trying to reverse this momentum, but to no avail.
Uh-oh. I thought he was going to dump him on his head.
Yeah, I thought he was going for that killed Red. And now he goes to the pin, but a quick kick out. And Joel off, and Red just squirming right out like the Matrix.
Pretty even exchange.
Obviously, these two have seen each other so much. And now
hold on, what's that?
Behind.
Special K tripping Joel. And you know what? And there's Trinity. That's Chris Divine's girlfriend, and she has their back. Of course, Divine Storm, SAT, all their buddies. They run together. Now look at that. She's getting worked on for her troubles. And and what's Angel Dust doing? Angel Dust has her up.
Oh no!
Oh, drapes her on the guardrail. Trinity's seen the outside interference. That won't be tolerated here in Ring of Honor, and she is paying the price right now. And I don't know, the guys are distracting the ring. They're not quite sure what's going on. And Chris Divine's girlfriend, Trinity, just getting worked over. She tried to help the SAT. Of course, outside interference, you see that in every other promotion. It's accepted. Here in Ring of Honor, it's not tolerated. You broke the code of honor, and Trinity came out to do something about it. And now she's getting dragged out by Angel Dust for her troubles.
I can't believe this. Just being dragged. They're mopping the floor. They're taking her back to the back.
And where were the SAT to help her? That's what I want to know. She was out there to help them. I guess they were busy in the ring with something, but very odd. But anyways, we're back to action here as we got Joel and Deranged.
And a nice dragon screw taking him over and setting him up for a figure 4 leg lock.
Wow, figure 4. I guess you got to go to the basics sometime.
That's right, and Deranged is in trouble.
Of course, Joel, he's one of the most innovative guys in the business right now. He's responsible for a lot of these crazy, innovative, insane moves that you see in these scramble matches, and he's going right to the basics with that figure 4, but now he's got Deranged up whipping him in. Bam.
Takes him down with a spine buster, floats right into a Boston Crab and a pendulum hold. And this is good on a smaller opponent like Deranged. You can really stretch him out.
Oh, and it's really good when he got someone coming over the top rope with a leg drop like Jose there.
And he's still holding on.
And now he takes him over. Ouch.
One more time.
And that's, he hit him so hard he went over. Oh, no, pinning combination. That could have been it.
The Maximos working so well together, and they don't have Trinity backing them up anymore. She's back in the back, but the SAT staying focused.
At the same time, Angel Dust isn't on ringside anymore either. He took her out.
And Deranged whipped across, swing and a miss. Prawn hold around, and dropped him. And a kick out. Boy, what if Special K ends up winning this thing?
And I'll be Special K against the Prophecies. I guarantee you won't see any handshakes there. You got the guys with no respect against the guys who disrespect everything the Ring of Honor stands for.
And Jay Briscoe checking in now. And laying in those chops on Joel. And a drop kick there. Briscoe, who came very close to winning the Ring of Honor title from Xavier a couple months ago, now has the chance to get in line for a tag team title shot along with Red. And a snap suplex.
And Jay Briscoe and Red just gelled so well against Mark and Chris Daniels. That was just a classic, as good a tag team wrestling as you're going to see. That happened at Scramble Madness. Of course, a disappointing result for Chris Daniels and Red, but I think that they could definitely pull, I guess you'd consider it a minor upset and win those tag straps against Donovan Morgan and Chris Daniels December 28th if they were to get that title shot.
Well, they've got all the motivation in the world since Mark joined the Prophecy. Good double team flapjack there. And a save by Jose Maximo.
And that's what you're going to see in this is guys making saves. You pretty much have to clear the ring and hope everyone's down on the floor in order to get a finish in this match, because everyone's just going to be saving whoever's trying to get pinned, because it's one fall. That's what adds to the excitement of these scramble matches.
That's right. There's so much crazy stuff going on, but one team really has to put something together and decisively win the match. Briscoe missed the kick, and he's nailed with a clothesline by Joel Maximo. And we got a tag to Monster Man.
Now we got
Mafia, thanks. And now the Hit Squad in there.
Seeing more tags than usual in these scramble matches.
Ooh. Right to the back. Oh, Briscoe not happy about that.
Forearm. It's an exchange of forearms. Oh, neither guy giving an inch. Look at that.
Look at that.
Back and forth. They're just stiffing each other right in the face. Oh, those are brutal. And the crowd getting into it now, and Jay getting backed up a little bit. Both guys woozy, and Joey comes running in only to get decked. And they're back at it.
Here they go again.
Both these guys proven to be powerhouses as they're not giving up. And what's this? It's Deranged. No, he gets slammed by both Birds Trouble. And they're going back to those forearms. Oh, ouch.
It's forearm fight 02. I can't believe that.
Finally, somebody ducked one. And now Mafia unloading with those huge chops right to the chest of Jay Briscoe, whipping him in, no reversal.
And it goes in hard. Briscoe missed that time. And this could be the Hit Squad's opportunity. Red comes in to help.
And Red got cut off by Mafia in a hurry.
This could be a problem. Oh! Right into his partner.
Mafia just dumping Red like a power bomb onto Jay Briscoe. Both guys down to Red for the pin. I guess
only two.
Yep, I guess Jay's out of the match. He's kind of in the ropes, so I guess that counts as rolling out.
And now we get a tag to Monster Mac. And that was kind of a smart move to use one partner to take out the other, and that way the first one can't make the save.
Well, Monster Mac going to Jay. It doesn't matter in these scramble matches. Just as ever in the ring is going to go at it. Ref hands him down.
Only a 2 count. And we'll see if the Hit Squad can back up their claims of being the best and toughest team in Ring of Honor by winning and making their way to a title shot against the Prophecy. That'd be an outstanding match. Oh, went for the big clothesline, but got caught with a couple of Yakuza kicks by Jay Briscoe, and here comes Joey. Yeah, he's in, he says. He's still pumped up from whatever he's been taking. And it's not coffee. Nice hangman's neck breaker by Joey. And as goofy as these Special K guys are, they've got a lot of ability. They could win this.
And look at, they're unloading now. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of ability, but I mean, they're wasting it with their locker room attitudes and what they're doing back there.
Big hug. You see that kind of stuff. Double whipping on Mafia. And there's a boot. Deranged. As Joey gets sent out. Now it's Deranged. Look out.
Oh, and he dumps Monster Mac out. Did you see Dixie take a spin?
That's right. Dixie gets knocked down.
He was pretty close to just falling over on his own.
We got bodies in and out. And Dixie cowering in the corner by the guardrail.
Dixie looks like he's on a bad trip or something. And what's Deranged doing? Deranged going up for a big dive? No, Red cuts him off.
And Red making his way up there. We never know what we're going to see in these scramble matches.
And you're always going to see something new in these scramble matches, that's for sure. And what is Red doing with Deranged here? And he looks like he's hooking him. No. Oh! Superplex to the floor on a pile of bodies.
Everybody's down. And that's why the fans love these scramble matches, Chris. Stuff like that.
That's why I love these scramble matches. Forget the fans. I'm watching this for myself. And now we got Joel and Jay Briscoe.
As everybody tries to recover from that train wreck on the outside.
Joel slamming his head, and here's Jose. Everyone's making their way over to that side.
See if the SATs can work together to put something together on Briscoe.
Yep, and hold on. Here comes Mafia.
Hello.
Oh. Oh.
Just toppling the guardrail and landing headfirst in row A.
He didn't just topple the guardrail, he toppled about 3 ringside seats there. And did you see those fans in the front row like scrambling into the second row?
That's why they call it a scramble. Scramble out of the way of the wrestlers. And remember, with all this insanity, whoever wins gets the title shot. And the hit squad comes very close as they almost get a 3 count on Jose Maximo.
And you know what? If you think this scramble action is something, if you thought that scramble action you saw at Scramble Madness was something, wait until February 8th when the first anniversary Ring of Honor show takes place in Queens, New York at the Elks Lodge, because there's going to be the biggest scramble match of all time there.
Even bigger than the Boston one.
Even bigger than that one, and now it's a 10-man scramble.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome. Off the top, nobody home with the headbutt. Mafia went for it all there.
And by the way, tickets for that on sale now, ROHWrestling.com, or by calling 215-891-9404.
Here comes Jay Briscoe off the top. Beat nobody home. So both men unable to hit what they had in mind.
But hold on, here's Jose to the top. Let's see if he can take advantage. No.
Oh. Maybe that part of the ring is bad luck.
Hold on, Deranged is going to try now on Jose.
Okay, Deranged, here comes. Oh.
And Deranged is down in the middle now. And there's Joel, he's going to try. No, nobody home again.
Over 5.
And there's Red, you know he's going to hit it.
Frog splash, no. Everybody's on a losing streak right now, but Joey says, it's my world and you're only living.
And what's Joey going up for? Maybe a moonsault. I've never seen him do one before. And
maybe not. Okay, let's look where we're going.
What is Joey doing?
Grief.
Oh, no. He's been watching his Jerry Lawler tapes, but he misses a fist drop.
And finally,
yes. Monster Mac connects with a big frog splash on Joey, and he just flattens him.
Congratulations, Monster Mac.
And everyone's down. We could get a pin.
No. After that incredible series of dives, it was almost like a commentary on the frailty of the human condition, the way everybody kept crashing and burning. But finally, Monster Mac hit one.
And he's got, oh. Last time I saw that, Kobashi was doing it.
Elevated pile driver, I guess. I don't know if Kobashi has another name for that, but we see Deranged coming in there with an enziguri. And missing that time. Another kick to the back by Deranged. Special K is still in this thing, despite their goofiness.
Well, they're 2 talented individuals. Oh, beautiful.
Good floating DDT. We'll see if they can come out with a victory here as everyone's trying to recover from all those dives. And Can Deranged get a pin? No, it's in the hit squad corner.
And there's two guys making the save there. That's why you got to have this ring empty. Only one pinfall. You got to make sure no one's around to make that save.
Gets him up for a powerbomb.
Oh, he just planted him on that one. And look at that intensity on Jay Briscoe's face. This is a guy that's really grown up over the past year. Started out with that losing streak, and then in one night at Glory by Honor became a top player by defeating Xavier in a non-title match with the J Driller, which he's trying to hook right now. And if he hits a J Driller, it's all over. That's a proven fact. He's got him. Oh!
A spear, and they're both down. Well, that's one way to keep the match from ending. Looked like Jay Briscoe and Red were on their way to victory.
Well, he hits that J drill and it's over, but Mafia broke that one up in a hurry by spearing both of them, and all three of them are down now. Rough hands and checking, looking towards the back. I wonder if they're okay.
Question is anybody still up? And it looks like Red and Jose with a beverage to the face by Red.
I don't think some water to the face is going to hurt at all.
And these guys who have been friends and teammates for a long time are on opposite sides tonight. No, Jay Briscoe kicks out at the last moment. The scrambles are just insane. Dixie can't make heads or tails of it. He's trying to scrape his guys up off the mat. As someone is going to get a tag team title shot against the Prophecy. And there's still, after all this time, there's no telling who's got the advantage in this thing, Chris.
Well, it's pretty much a matter of waiting until everyone's on the floor, getting as many crazy moves as you can hit, and then hoping that you can get somebody alone in the ring in a pinning or submitting situation.
Over and out on a clothesline by Joel Maximo. And he can be ready to come to the outside. No, but Red cuts him off.
And Red, 718 possibly?
No.
Joel catches him.
He's disconnected.
What's he going for here?
And Red counters.
Red reverses it. He's got the big guy up Joel.
Good power by Red.
And what's he set him up for here?
Look at this.
Is that what I think it is?
I think it is.
It's an F5.
Red with the F5 on Joel Maximo. Now I've seen everything. And Red's like, how you like that?
Red Star press.
Yes.
He's got him. This is it.
No.
Oh, usually he does the infrared into the Red Star for the pinning combination. That time just a Red Star. Not enough to get Joel.
Here's Jose. He's got Red with a pile driver.
And he holds on to him.
Another pile driver.
And again he holds on to him.
This would get you locked up in Memphis. Make that 3.
And again he holds on to him.
This will put you on death row in Memphis. Good grief, someone call the Memphis Police Department now. He's pile driving into oblivion. Red's gonna have a soft spot in his head at this point.
There's the last one. Oh.
Countered into a face buster. Jose swings him over with a German suplex.
But Joey's right there if he goes for the pin. No, Jose knows that. Maybe going up for the top.
SAT trying to put this one away. Big frog splash.
It was a headbutt. It was like a frog splash in the headbutt. And there was Joey. He was waiting the whole time to make the save.
And now looks like it's Joey and Jose.
And look at that. Joey holding on to the tights there. And he's taking him up. What's he going for here?
Looks like he's...
Oh, drops him face first on the knee.
And Joey tries to follow this up, trying to get a win for Special K after all this, and chops him down.
No, he's not going to get it. Joel's right there.
And here comes Deranged.
Oh, he gets planted. Again, 2 power bombs. 3.
He's dribbling Deranged's head.
4.
Ducks under to try to escape all this punishment.
Oh.
And there's the fire starter. Gets him up again.
And he's got him hooked. We could have the taffy machine here.
Oh, yes, the taffy machine.
Donnie B dubbed it the taffy machine, and it looks like that's what they're going for. And hold on, there's nobody around. Everybody else is fighting at ringside, and there's Jose making sure that he's pulling back on Joey, and they're both getting stretched, and both of them are tapping.
That's it.
Both the Special K tapped. The SAT are your winners. They are going to go on December 28th, just 3 weeks, back here at the Murphy Rec Center. It's going to be the SAT against Chris Daniels and Donovan Morgan. The ROH tag titles on the line.
185 pounds, the team of Chris Devine, Wyatt Thorpe, together they are Devine Thorpe.
Here in Ring of Honor, Jeff Gorman along with Chris Lovey bringing you the action. We've got a tag team bout with Divine Storm against Jeff Starr and Shockwaves getting a quick start here.
And Jeff Starr and Shockwave wasting no time in trying to impress. This is kind of a bit of a tryout match for them. They've been making a name for themselves in upstate New York, one of the top tag teams there. Two good-looking individuals, good athletes. Let's see what they got here against Divine Storm. And you want to talk about a test. Divine Storm's one of the best tag teams right now in Ring of Honor, and these guys are going to take it right to Jeff Starr and Shockwave.
That's right. They've really been through the wars, and they've really made a good name for themselves. They don't have Trinity out there with them, though, after she got taken out during that scramble match.
And you got to wonder how Chris Divine's got to feel about that, especially with the SAT kind of not really coming out to help her during that at all.
Yeah, 3 Northern Light suplexes in a row, but that's right. She was there watching the backs of the SATs, and even before Divine Storm's match, and now she's not able to be here for them. So,
of course, Divine Storm, SAT. I mean, they trained together. They've been together since day one in this business, and you know they're going to watch out for each other. But kind of interesting situation there as we got Shockwave in the ring with Quiet Storm.
Good satellite head scissors by Shockwave, and now we get tags on both sides. Jeff Starr greets Chris Divine with a boot.
Nice punch by Jeff Starr.
And an enziguri by Chris Divine.
Equally impressive.
Sends him in, and now a reversal by Starr. Again, a big match for Starr and Shockwave making their debut. Victory roll, but quickly coming out of it and deciding to go for a Texas Cloverleaf is Chris Divine.
Wow. And Shockwave trying to make the save, but he gets cut off. Or I guess he was going for Quiet Storm. And let's see, we got submission holds all the way around right now. Gary Morer checking, and whoa, look at that, crossface in the ropes.
Ouch. The referee doesn't know what to break up first or what to check on first. But somehow Jeff Starr and Shockwave were able to survive that little flurry. And it's an Irish whip by Divine. Comes in with a big clothesline. But Chris Divine doesn't really pace himself at all. He comes full guns a-blazing right at the opening bell.
Now this guy's high impact. This guy's got some big moves, and he's going to hit him. As you see, a big forearm right there on the outside. And now Jeff Starr fighting back.
Good counter there by Starr as he drops Chris Divine. Starr goes flying with a swanton.
He's trying for a cover.
No, only 2.
And if Jeff Starr and Shockwave could beat a team like Divine Storm, they've definitely earned their spot here in ROH.
That would definitely prove they belong, because Divine Storm has definitely proven themselves. And Chris Divine doesn't want to let that happen, as the war still rages on the floor. Handspring forearm for Divine, rocking Jeff Starr right now. We got a match in the ring and out of the ring right now.
And Chris Divine, he's got Jeff Starr in a bad spot on that top rope.
Flying DDT off the top. And Shockwave makes the save. I don't think Jeff Starr or anybody was getting up from that one.
Nope, no way, and he's taking it right now to Chris Divine.
Shockwave off the ropes. Divine caught him, but Shockwave puts on the brakes and flips over the back. And now it's Divine trying the front hold again, and an ace crusher by Shockwave.
And there's Quiet Storm with the save.
Quiet Storm and Chris Divine working very well as a team, anticipating each other's moves and when each other needs help. Big roaring forearm there.
And he's taking him up.
This is it. Spinal shot.
And Victoria can rip it off. Well, Victoria can rip that off. I don't think she can rip off the Storm Cradle driver.
Here it comes.
Oh!
That'll do it, folks.
Shockwave just planted, and Quiet Storm and Chris Divine, Divine Storm looking very impressive here. I'd like to see more of Jeff Starr and Shockwave. They kind of got a little overwhelmed. You think maybe the butterflies were churning. They might have been a little nervous. This is their biggest match to date. I'd like to see him again as they're upholding the code of honor. And wow, Divine Storm just looking dominating in that one. And you want to talk about the SAT getting a title shot. Divine Storm, they got to be considered right in that ROH tag title picture. These two guys are just like, I mean, they're good, and they're a team that really, I mean, they hit hard, they can take it, and they're a team to watch here. But I'd like to see more of Jeff Starr and Shockwave. They look very good, and let's see. I think we're definitely gonna see more of them in the future. And hold on, what's this?
Is that C.W. Anderson?
Hold on, Jeff. Production note to Doug Gentry. Edit tape right before C.W. hits the ring. Edit tape before C.W. hits the ring. Edit this off.
Ring of Honor, this piece of shit indie promotion fired me.
I'm not going there. I don't buy that.
You can boo if you want to, but you know it's true. Well, let me go ahead and rectify this situation. You see, the last time you saw me, some little internet mark that's now the booker for this promotion. The same guy that used to kiss my ass in ECW because he was on the floor selling programs. Also, the guy that's a Paul Heyman wannabe. Well, that's good, program boy, because I know you hear me. You're going to pattern yourself after a man that ran the greatest promotion in the ground. But I'll tell you what, Gabe, you bring your little Jewish ass out here. And you say to me what you typed on the keyboard there, typewriter tough guy. You see, this is the guy that has taken bump one in this business. I made something with the whole swamp. Ron, I'm talking to you. Out of respect to you and Doug, there's no heat. But that little piece of crap, Gabe, get his ass to the ring right now. We can settle this. I took a chance to go to 0-1 in Japan, to work with Otani, to work with Tanaka, to make myself an international name instead of working here. So the reason I'm back is to show you why the enforcer still kicks ass in Philadelphia. You know what? I don't need the stress. I don't need the smart marks. I quit. I'm done. It's not worth it to make it too long in Japan. Fuck you, man! You come on like me, you piece of shit! Bring him out here, Ron! Bring his ass out here! Ain't no sense in it. Why ain't you come out here and gas up, Rob? Hey, do this now. Fuck this. No, that's all right, Rob. It's all right. Bring his ass out here now. No, fuck that professional stuff. Just some bitch trying to bury me all over the internet. He's not here. Don't do this shit out here. It's ruining for all of us, dog. No, fuck him. He tried to bury me on the internet. He got shit. Listen, I'm professional, man. Fuck that professional shit. I tried to be professional my whole life. Look what the fuck it's got me. Ain't got me no damn well. Yo, not here, dog. Not here. I tell you what. Hold on. Hey, see that. Keep it back. See that. Stop the total combined weight of 430 pounds, Luke DeVito, and their opponents, introducing first, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Brooklyn, New York, Homicide. And his tag team partner, weighing in at 425 pounds, he is the Batman from the Sudan, Julius.
It's Night of the Butcher. This is the Bunkhouse match. Homicide and Abby against the Carnage Crew, and we are underway.
And who would have ever thought that you would see this in Ring of Honor, and Abby's already got the fork.
Just like that, 5 seconds in, and there's the fork to Loke's head.
And Jeff Corbin, I'm marking out for calling an Abdullah the Butcher match. This is just unbelievable seeing this in Ring of Honor here at the Murphy Recreation Center. Whoever thought when we started that it would happen, but when you look at it, it makes perfect sense. It all started at the very first ROH show. The Era of Honor begins 10 months ago. Loke, as a referee, disqualified Homicide and Boogaloo, the Natural Born Sinners, for using a rubber chicken in the match. Of course, you know, there's no ECW style rules here. You can't use foreign objects in your match. And as a result, Homicide forked him, then gave him the cop killer, then rode to the title. Loke introduced his new partner, DeVito, and they attacked him, bloodied Boogaloo, as well as attacking Homicide. Then, crowning a champion, it was that Bunkhouse match that stole the show, and it was just brutal, a bloodbath between the Sinners and the Carnage Crew. But it wasn't over yet. At Unscripted, it was the locker room attack. The Natural Born Sinners taken out in the locker room by the Carnage Crew. We didn't even get to see the attack. Boogaloo, injured, out of commission, out of ROH. His career is now over. Homicide left alone. Homicide wanting to settle this feud once and for all. So who do you call when you want to settle a feud once and all? You call a legend. And what happens when you want a blood feud? What happens when it's going to get violent? What legend do you call? Abdullah the Butcher. So we have Homicide, Abdullah the Butcher against Loke and DeVito, the final chapter of the feud. It started on the very first show. It's going to end right here, Night of the Butcher.
Strangely, Chris, after you put it that way, it does make perfect sense. Abdullah the Butcher just stalking Loke right now.
Hey, everything in ROH makes sense. You just got to follow it and pay attention.
And the hubcap to the head, Carnage Crew's favorite weapon being used against him. What an incredible ringer to be called in. Abdullah the Butcher.
And Homicide just killing Loke with that chair. Everyone's busted open already.
Just like that, a total bloodfest is exactly what we thought. And boy, HC Loke is really getting the worst of it.
It's dripping on the floor of the Murphy Rec Center. There's Abdullah the Butcher. I can't believe it myself. It's Abdullah the Butcher here in Ring of Honor.
Amazing. He's just pulled that fork right out, right at the beginning, and he's been using it on Loke's forehead ever since, like his forehead is Thanksgiving dinner.
That's what it's all about. No code of honor in this one, because this match isn't about athleticism. It isn't about who's a better wrestler. It isn't about competition. It's about hurting your opponent, making them bleed, and getting revenge. No code of honor necessary. It's waived in matches like this. A Bunkhouse match.
Well, a match like this is here to settle the feud, to put an end to it once and for all, and I think this has got to do it. There's no way they can top this.
Oh, it's just jabbing that fork in there.
Loke just getting tortured in there by Abby.
Meanwhile, Homicide and DeVito just going at it.
Abby has been making people suffer for more than 40 years. One of the most incredible careers in wrestling history. Gosh.
This is a Hall of Famer right here, and look at him, classic Abby right there. And Loke is just getting brutalized. I bet Loke's wishing he was a referee again.
I'm sure ever since it was a sign that Abby was going to be part of this match, I'm sure the Carnage Crew has been having nightmares just like this, and this nightmare has literally come to life.
Well, you know what? The Carnage Crew, they enjoy this kind of action, though. They like to hurt people. And look at that, the fork in the mouth.
It's Abby's House of Dentistry.
I thought it was Abby's House of Ribs.
Oh, really?
And Abby just having a good time out there as Homicide and DeVito, they're just trying to brutalize each other as well. A lot of bad blood here, but it's getting settled tonight. It's ending tonight.
Right to the top of the head with that fork as DeVito and Homicide have been slugging it out, bloodying each other up in this bunkhouse match.
And we've never seen a match like this in ROH before with somebody like Abdul the Butcher. And look at that front row. That front row looks like the ECW Arena in 1994. You got Lenny there, Carlos, Mike Johnson's even there.
And Homicide with the chair to Loke as if he hasn't suffered enough. And it's amazing that you can see a match like this, plus all the great technical wrestling and the high flying all on the same show.
Well, I just still can't believe what we're seeing right here as Homicide, he is just being brutal with that chair.
Well, they knew that they were going to have to take some shots in order to give some shots. Homicide and Abby both bleeding, but it's worth it to them if they can do the same or worse. To the Carnage Crew is the hubcap by Loke.
Hubcap right to the head, and you know that the Carnage Crew are having a good time out there. They like to bleed, they like to cause pain. They don't mind taking a little themselves, as you see Loke just dishing it out on Homicide right now. Running in, misses though. Homicide getting up out of the way. And Homicide, he's a great wrestler. You saw him in those strong style match against Samoa Joe at Scramble Madness. You saw him in that great 6-man tag title match at All-Star Extravaganza. This guy can wrestle, but he's showing that he can also bleed, he can fight, and he's a bunkhouse competitor in this one. This guy can do it all.
That's right, and he won the first Scramble match. He can do just about anything in there.
And then look at this. He goes from this bunkhouse match tonight to in just 3 weeks, he's going to be in that crazy strong style 4-way with Low-Key, American Dragon, and Samoa Joe.
He's got to be the MVP, the most versatile player in Ring of Honor.
No doubt about that, as Abby has made his way into the ring finally to fork Loke.
As if he hasn't done enough damage on the floor, and Abby continues to move in to do more damage. Now they're setting up a table.
I gotta be honest, I didn't think Abby was getting in the ring tonight, but there he is, and he's forking that mouth of Loke again, and
I can't believe the Carnage Crew, especially Loke, is even in this match, considering how they've already suffered. I was ready to have Loke strapped to the gurney and shoved in the ambulance already, but yet he's still there.
I really thought this was going to be a 4-minute match, and this is going on. These two guys, these two teams are putting it all on the line right now.
The Red Cross may have to have a blood drive just for the participants in this match.
Oh, Homicide just crashing that chair on the Loke, and on that table, the table collapsing under the force of that blow from the chair. And let's see what Homicide's going to do now. I think he's got another idea with that table as he's propping it up against the guardrail there. And what's he going to do?
Switching things up a little bit, he wanted to put Loke through the table. Yep, I have to put him through the propped up table.
Yep, and we have DeVito and Abdul the Butcher fighting inside the ring, and he's laying him on that table. And what's he going to do?
Here we go. Homicide.
Oh, Loke moved.
Oh,
no. And Loke moved out of the way. Loke, Homicide going crashing through that table.
Homicide showing his versatility again with that tope mortal, but he ran into nothing but furniture there.
And Loke taking advantage of the situation now. Oh, with a brutal chair shot right to the midsection of Homicide.
Youch, the lower midsection. Loke is still in this thing, and he's taking the fight to Homicide. You got to hand it to the Carnage Crew. They know how to fight. They live to fight. And meanwhile, DeVito in the ring with Abby, and now getting some help from Loke. Let's see if they can double team Abby.
And DeVito's a bloody mess as well, and Loke getting a little offense on Abby, and it's taking both the members of the Carnage Crew, Loke and DeVito. They're beating down Abby, and they're, Abby's going to choke. Abby's fighting back, and that's what legends are made of right there. As you see DeVito tripping over Loke, both men a bloody mess, and you know that they're having a great time in there.
And now the chain by Abby. And it just seems like the Carnage Crew, once this feud got started, I bet they never thought it would end like this, having to face a monster like Abdullah the Butcher,
I don't
as well
think
as Homicide.
when Ring of Honor started and Luke got forked on the first show, whoever thought it would end like this, but like he said, it makes perfect sense.
There's the fork again.
Oh, right to the forehead of Luke. Homicide and Abdullah the Butcher just absolutely dominating here in this one. And there's a fork to DeVito's head.
Down he goes, and these guys are going to have a million prong marks in their forehead.
Cop killer, began with the cop killer, could end with it. No.
Loke got out of it.
And your ref, Gary Moyer, was ready to make the 3 count. What's that?
Back suplex right on his head. Loke with a tremendous wrestling move in a bloodbath like this.
Loke with a beautiful, perfect back suplex in a match with Abdullah the Butcher. And now Loke's got that chair, and he hits Abby with it.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
That got him mad.
Yep.
And Loke trying to get out of there, but Abby's all over one more time.
Yep. Abby is just freaking out now, and he is just stabbing him. Oh, again and again and again and again.
He's bent that fork from jabbing into Loke's head so many times.
The classic fork from Abdullah the Butcher.
And we're seeing it right here in Philly. Can you believe this?
And now, hold on, he's cooked. He's got him hooked.
Cop killer.
Cop killer.
That is it.
Homicide gets his final revenge on Loke and DeVito. He did it for his partner Boogaloo, whose career was ended by Loke and DeVito. And hold on,
Here comes the noose.
I don't think it's over yet. He hasn't had enough. He's got that noose. He's got that noose. He's gonna kill Loke. Somebody's got to get in there, and Abby's keeping DeVito from coming in. He's going to kill Loke. Loke, that neck taking the cop killer.
That's right.
And that neck has to be injured. Now he's got that noose around it. Abby holding him off. And listen, he's got the mic. He's saying he's going to kill him. He's going to kill him. We saw that temper against Steve Corino in that locker room attack. Somebody's got to help him. DeVito tried, but Abby cut him off. Somebody's got to help Loke right now, or Homicide's going to kill him.
Homicide could live up to his name here.
He's got that noose. He's on probation for real. He can't do that. And here come, send everybody from the back. Send the entire locker room. Jeff, we're getting out of here. Let's go. Sign us off, Jeff. Let this speak for itself. Everyone's empty from the locker room. We got to go.
For Chris Levy, this is Jeff Gorman saying so long and look out.
It's over, man. It's over. I brought the best. I brought the legend, and it's all over. You see the king of Bunkhouse. Now, December 28th, you're gonna see the king of strong style. I'm gonna be the #1 contender for that title. So low-key, Samoa Joe, American Dragon, this is my time. And my time is December 28th. Punk, get ready, because the king of strong style is here. Remember when I'm named Notorious 187. Remember it, especially you, low-key. Carnage crew, peace.
Oh, it's fun out there, right, bro?
Yo, hell yeah, man. I had a great time.
I'm telling you, man, you all right, though?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I was my neck's a little sore. Well, the cocktail was no joke, but it was worth it, right?
It's worth it for that?
It's worth
You
it.
all right, though?
Oh,
Yo, let me ask you a question, bro. What's this legend crap about Abdullah? He is pathetic, bro. The man could barely even move out there. You see him trying to get in the ring?
Brother, why is the fat 12 sandwich eating bastard even over? It sucks.
He's pathetic, bro. Legend, my ass.
But the match was cool, right?
I had fun.
It was cool, though. I'll tell you, what was your favorite part?
Yo, the part where Homicide tried to put you up on that table, that stupid son of a bitch dove through, but you moved because you're too smart for that dumbass.
He thinks I don't know what's coming?
It's funny, bro. I seen that because Abby gave me that stupid fork, so I had to, I bumped over to the guardrails over there. That shit hurt a little bit. I got to see that part though. It was worth that.
I'll tell you what.
I take the pain to see Homicide go through the table.
The whole thing was worth it, bro.
That's funny. That's funny, baby. Thank you, man. I had a good time.
You see? That was our idea of fun out there. Win or lose, it don't matter. Let me let you in on what Loke and DeVito are really all about. You see, we used to love this business.
That one time.
We lived for it.
Yeah.
But then all the idiots out there on their message boards,
So smart.
talking back and forth, as if you really had a clue as to what went on in that ring.
Or behind the scenes, for that matter.
They killed that love. You never gave us a chance, did you? You see, but we got one love left. It ain't a love for the fans, and it sure as hell ain't a love for your approval. It's the love of kicking ass.
That's what I like to do.
You see, Loke and DeVito, we don't have good lives. We work crappy jobs, have nagging kids, and ugly wives. We're the kind of guys you see. Hey, come on, man. Come on.
I see her.
Let me tell you. We're the kind of guys you see every night of the week down at the bar on the corner, getting wasted, trying to forget just how miserable our lives really are.
Like the other night.
But living like that ain't no fun. In fact, after a while, it starts to build up. A little bit of anger builds up. A little bit of frustration.
This much.
But we get to let it all out in that ring. With those hubcaps, we have the time of our lives.
Beating people up.
Because we get to hurt people. We get to beat people up. We get to piss people off. We get to show people what it's like to have a little bit of that misery in their lives. To the CC, baby, it don't get more fun than that.
Look, I'll tell you what, man. 2002, Ring of Honor, we had a good time.
It was good.
It was pretty fun. But I'll tell you what, 2003,
Are you, Daddy?
you're gonna see more blood. You're gonna see more violence. And you're gonna see more carnage. Ring of Honor, next year, it's our year.
Our year, baby.
We're gonna tear it up.
That's right, Daddy. And hey, you know what?
What?
Maybe we'll really piss those smart mark sons of bitches off.
What
We want a
do we
little
do?
chain wrestling.
The chain wrestling. Oh! Oh! Get cleaned up, baby.